For this noise to go in the Superdome, it is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready? White 25. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Mark 45. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Ready? Black 25 behind. I got it. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
All day. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go out. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Winston. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Screen pass to Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On first down, Downs to throw. That's caught by Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
To throw again on second down. Dobbs. And he finds Howard complete. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
A gain of 16 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Dobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Tampa Bay.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Dobbs. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Dobbs. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jameis to throw it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Flip it.
From the 31, Winston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dobbs is throwing. This complete to Jones. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Blue ready. Here we go. White. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the slip.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. The first down throw for Winston. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Follow. 45 to Mike. We go.
Jameis again. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Flip it. Check Mike 45. Go. I don't even know why this team showed up. 45 for the Mike. Rip left. 45
Now Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
51 for Mike.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first. Half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints 17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Dobbs. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. He finds his target. It's Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Dobbs. He finds Howard complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Winston. And an alley to run. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Again, it's Kamara. Broken tackle. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try to throw now. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Tight end's right. Hey, stop. Check the hot read.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw, and Thomas has it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Ready? Blue lady. Check right, check right. Got double tight.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Wait. Switch gears.
Another run by Lindsey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Flag. What do that? Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Lutz is good. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. His kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs?